is going on, guys? Welcome to Austalk TV, the podcast where we talk about Austin FC. I'm your host, Eric. And today, we're going to be doing something a bit different. Today, I'm going to be giving a little rant about Austin FC. Obviously, it's mid-season. 17 games have been played. 17 games are left to go. This is just a very disappointing season for Austin FC. Obviously, it's our inaugural season. I guess okay, but there's a lot more that we could be doing. And Austin FC, Josh Wolfe in particular, has just not been playing how we should be playing. Obviously, we only have 13 goals on the season. That's 6 less than the closest, the other worst, which is Vancouver at 19 goals. The only thing that's keeping us going right now is the fact that we've only allowed 20 goals, which is a number that's going up very rapidly compared to the last few weeks. We've allowed the third less amount of goals, the third least amount of goals, which has been consistent all season long, which I'll give to Austin FC. But obviously, it doesn't matter if we can't score goals. If we can only put up 13 goals in 17 games, come on, man. I mean, you go against FC Dallas. You have 3 amazing DPs who have been, or at least 2 of them have been performing very well in the past couple of weeks, and you don't start any of them? Come on. And we have Drusi, who clearly didn't need rest because he's a new player. Just unbelievable. We need to fire Josh Wolfe. He is a horrible coach. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'll give it to him that he's new in the a new coach. But still, I mean, don't hire a new coach if you don't want to lose. Obviously, we had the worst, or the second worst goal deficit at -7 goals. We're just letting down our fans. You go all the way to Frisco, Texas, which is about 2.5-3 hour drive. You have 700 fans. 700 fans go all the way to Frisco, Texas to cheer on your team, and you can't score a goal. You couldn't put any of your DPs out on the field. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? When I saw that starting lineup with Manny Perez starting, it was disappointing. It was so disappointing. I get it. Manny Perez has played on the U19, U20 Polish national team, but that's not enough. We're Austin FC. We have some of the best talent in the MLS, and we can't show it. We have nothing to show for it. If we can't win our next game against Real Salt Lake, if we can't win against Vancouver after that, this is going to be disappointing. And honestly, right now, Austin FC is a disappointment to the city of Austin, where we come out, we spend $100 per ticket at your games, at your overpriced games, and you can't score a goal. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? You have the most losses in the Western Conference at 9. You have more losses than wins and ties combined. Think about that. And I don't want to sound like a bandwagon, because I'm gonna love this team until we're done. But the amount of support we put out on the field, we're not demanding a win. What we are demanding though is we're expecting you to put out your best players on the field. That's not what we're getting right now, and until that happens, I'm gonna be mad at this team. This was a team that I loved, a team that I respected, a team that I thought I was gonna love till I died, which is still true. But right now, it doesn't feel that way. It feels like more of a team that I'm disappointed in. I want to see a change. I want to see Josh Wolfe either one, change change his play style. I'm tired of this play out of the back stuff. I'm tired of all that. I want to see attacking. I want to see the right lineup every time. We have a front three that could just be amazing if you let them do the work, which is not what we're getting right now. And like I said before, until I see a change, I'm not going to be as happy as I used to be at the beginning of this podcast. I want to see a win against Vancouver in 2 weeks, or on the 18th, so just over a week. And I want to see at least a draw against Real Salt Lake. Which, if you tell me you can't do that, I get their 8th. I don't care if they're 8th. Or, yeah, I don't care that they're 8th. They're out of the playoff picture right now. We beat Portland. We beat Colorado the first time. We tied with Seattle. We tied with Kansas City. And you tell me you can't put up 1 to 2 goals against Dallas? You're telling me that you're not going to be able to do that again against Real Salt Lake? Come on. I want to see something different. Stop disappointing the city of Austin. I want to see more out of Austin FC, and that's why I represent the Verde and Black. That's why I spent over $200 on merch. I don't want to see another scoreless game in the next 5 games, which I don't even trust myself saying that right now, because I feel like it's going to happen before you know it. But as of now, if I don't see that change, I'm going to be so upset. And I'm not stopping this podcast until Austin FC succeeds. I'm not going to stop posting because I'm not a bandwagon, and I'm sorry, because I want to focus on the positives. But right now, mid-season, you can only put up 4 out of the 17 games you've won. 8 out of 17 games you've either tied or won. I don't like that. It makes me very sad. So that's gonna end today's podcast. That's gonna end today's rant, because that was a 7.5-minute rant that I just gave you guys. I'm sorry, and I'm still an Austin FC fan, guys, but sometimes this team just very much disappoints me. It's run the wrong way by Josh Wolfe. But without further ado, thank you for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe. And as always, Verde out.